Many people have issues where they may have tightness or cramping up or spasming in the lower back, often on just one side more than the other. That might occur from rotational movements like swinging a baseball bat, even just like raking or holding onto your mouse on one arm so there's a torque angle, driving a car, surgeries that will cause an imbalance of the fascia, the connective tissues, but how to prevent it and how to alleviate that discomfort. There are 3 exercises that I'd like to demonstrate. One is to strengthen the posterior core here, the glutes, and give support to the spine, and then anterior core, the front, and then working on the sides. For those of you who cannot come to the floor, the first one, you could just stand like this at the wall, hands shoulder width apart. And the action is simply to engage the glute and slightly kick the leg back. Not high, because you don't want the back to arch, but just keep the spine in neutral so that you feel the glutes engaging, protecting the lower back. You should not feel the lower back cramping. We're working on strengthening the small muscles between the vertebrae called the multifidi. Okay, to strengthen the glutes and the multifidi, the small muscles between the vertebrae and the spine, you start like this on all fours, shoulders down from the ears. Press the hands into the floor, push the floor away from you so you feel tension across the upper back. That will help you maintain strong core support and strengthen your shoulders, rotator cuff. Engage the glutes firmly, lift the leg. It's essentially kick the leg back, flex the foot and hold. And do not allow the hips to drop or the lower back to sag. Knee down, continue with the same leg, engage the glutes. Hold for 1 breath cycle. Keep everything very stable and firm. And you'll be surprised, even the strongest people, how challenging this can be. And then the other leg. Shoulders down from the ears. Press the floor away from you. Spread the upper back. Activate the glutes. Head is in neutral. The hips should be square to the floor. Be careful, excuse me for this view. But often what happens is people are weak in the core, so that, or if you bypass the glutes, immediately the hips will rotate like this, or the spine will drop. Okay, so you have to be sure that your hips stay square to the floor. Don't let yourself cheat and twist to the side. Strong core, strong glutes. Glutes first, then kick the leg back. Keep the arms really stiff. Full breath cycle. Glutes are firing fully. Leg down. Okay, good. Second exercise. So that was for glutes and spinal support. Next, anterior core support. So here, lying on the back, and now hands depending on the health of your shoulders. Ideally, hands at lower back here, so you maintain a neutral spine. If not, you can have hands here on your stomach. It's quite uncomfortable to do this. And you'll likely feel tension in the front of the shoulder, which is actually going to help to strengthen the anterior capsule of your rotator cuff. So be kind to yourself, but I found over time people really make tremendous progress in their shoulder health. Okay, so legs are relaxed. Forget about your glutes right now. Brace abdominals. Imagine someone's gonna punch you, so just brace your ass. Lift the elbows and lift the head just slightly, not too high, full breath. And release. So I like to think of breathing into the lower back. Your belly will naturally lift. On the exhalation, really feel like your abdomen engages. And then switch sides. Abs brace, elbows lift, head, breathe. You'll definitely feel the tension in the front of the neck, and this will help to strengthen the muscles to prevent forward head posture. For those of you who cannot do this on the floor, I like to do this just standing. And you can just bring your hands like this at the lower back. Simply engage your glutes, tuck the pelvis slightly, brace abdominals, Lift the elbows slightly forward if you can do that, and then gently lean back. And what you'll notice is the abs will immediately engage, and you should also feel somewhat of a stretching in the hip flexors. So what you should feel obviously is your abdominal muscles engaging. And do your best to keep the hip flexors. There should be no tension here. If it's stretching, that's okay, but try not to engage those muscles. Okay, so next for the side bridge. So now what we want to work is the muscles here on the sides of the body, including the shoulders, the hips, right down to the ankles. So we'll demonstrate the standing version, because that most people should do that one. If you can do this on the floor, I'll do one cycle. I would suggest you start with one cycle and then build up to 2, 3, 5, whatever works for you. So you start in push-up position. Shoulders down from the ears, push the floor away. You've got really strong tension across the upper back. Your whole body's very stiff. Then flip over, left hand supporting, right foot forward, left foot back. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to center. Switch to the other side. Right hand. Breathe in, breathe out. And center. Here at the feet, I just want to make sure that the feet are correct. The top leg is forward, and you should be on the outsides and the inside edges of the feet. So this exercise, the rotational push-up position to side bridge, is quite challenging on the floor, so you might prefer to do this standing. If you're strong and capable, definitely floor is great. It looks like this, so you just stand, hands shoulder width apart, shoulders down from the ears, press into the wall. Make sure you're very stable and strong. Full breath, inhale, exhale. Then turn right hand supporting, left leg forward, right leg back, the back heel is up. Make sure you're squared forward and press into the wall. So now we're strengthening the lateral chain, the muscles on the side of the body. Then turn again, push-up position. Hold here for one full breath cycle. Turn again, left hand supporting. Right foot forward, left foot back, heel up, knee slightly bent. Shoulders square forward. Keep the supportive arms straight. You can help strengthen your rotator cuff if you keep your elbow straight and slightly rotate the shoulder back. Hey, and thanks for joining me. My name is Uttara. Please send me an email if you have questions or if you want to join our classes. Have a great day.